Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between M80 and Team Spacestation Gaming during the North America League 2024 Stage 2. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Shots over our way, maybe somebody will, go for the backstab later on, but seeing that Osa, Foltz is going to be here as quickly as possible and garner as much control as he can. Sploit with a two-piece, Benja might be able to refrag, and maybe SSG could find a way back. Huge impact from the Swede over, I don't even know entirely where, but with the MP7 he gets it done, and now Foltz feels he might have an opportunity, pulling out the Talon Shield to slowly push his way up. One player behind him, not with the shield in his hand, he's able to find a second, but Sploit holding down gold as best he can. The only one keeping M80 competitive in round one, but SG have committed at this point, and they've got to win these fights if they want to clutch round one in the 2v2. Bastion down, Benj is the only one remaining, and they know exactly where he is. This man is trapped in elevator, and the very player who's made SG's attack so difficult with this MP7 is the one he has to cut through. But what is that shot onto Kino? Predicts it, but can't land it to deny the 4K. Sploit
member after SSG member. This is very well done. Yeah, we have some Space Station moments where they're able to get some semblance of control, but really it just came down to Sploit and being able to play this vault area extremely well.
Where Sploit is bouncing in and out through that rotate hole. Candelas go out, Force moving in to try and challenge this exact spot. He spots him, but can't land the kill. Sploit just barely getting away with that, though not for long. Caught inside of elevator, SSG with the dominant 4v3 lead. Spot Cameraman, though he does move to that position I just mentioned by the A-bomb chassis. Space Station do just have that consistent 4v3 advantage. Ooh. Excellent awareness by Foltz. Checks the drone hole just to be safe. Had a Z-ping on it too. Benjamaster on the drop, cuts down another. SSG, 2 rounds in a row with a very quick execute, but barring no massive performance from Sploit in round 2, it goes a lot easier.
Not the plant, just getting the bodies instead, but very strong round here from Space Station to just show their worth and show that although, it is an aggressive play style, it's still smart at the end of the day.
Of course, can also one-shot those barricades too, and there's so much destructive utility that seems directly meant to counter this castle. Hyper got a bit of a compromising feeling quite good after that. All this utility being expended. Almost curious if SSG are deciding to go for an execute. Yep, here we go. Forrest repels in, goes for the exact same play he made in round 2. Certainly was something we see frequently and something M80 were expecting. The Benj is there to trade. It's an even 3v3 if you exclude Forrest drowned on the on repel. Janino in main lobby knows that this Jaeger inside or on top of Spiral, but gets caught by the T-85 from the Ying. Janino in a good position to pinch, but Caraman able to win his fight instead. Benja can't go for the trade as Caraman plays it perfectly. Peeks around the corner, pops the head off Benja.
So far for Space Station, if they're able to bowl over the initial volley for M80, I mean, they look so solid, but as soon as it becomes a problem with them on these clears, M80's been able to battle back. And that's the key thing you got to focus on with this squad. They have so many shooters that if things start to get a little bit murky, the water's getting a little cold, things don't exactly work out the way that you would want them to. And
anybody nearby who hears that sound cue is probably aware of what the game plan is from SSG. Citizen tries to push out further, but he's punished for it. Really risky behavior, and Ashen makes him pay for it. Bolts follows up by taking down the Clash inside a server. Both extremities falling for M80.
To thwart the plan of Goyo. We already see that utility coming out from the defense, trying to delay some time, but it's going to come down to the gunfight still. Ashen's been practically suspended here, but Sploit kills his own teammate. He gets gunned down too after Benja. And now it's all up to Kino to try and work this out. He's out in the garage, but Ashen's going to give him the 1 versus 1. He's going to go down. SMG 12, or rather 11, the only thing by his side. And really, what can he do with this Deimos track on him?
Yeah, really can't do much at that point once that Deathmark tracker goes out. The death of any viable 1vx, especially as one player now rotating up above that hatch. He'll try to stick the defuse, but Forrest makes it in time. Don't want to call it too early, but it seems a close.
Where if they're able to get a solid opener, these executes go off without a hitch. They are just wiping the floor with M80. But if M80 are able to cause any sort of disconnect, any chasm between, the starting of these rounds for SSG, the true start, when we see these big moments, past everything else, if they're able to disconnect that from the actual execution, then things go pretty well for them.
Stairs hold. Remember, this was the round SSG were able to take very quickly and seemingly not trying to leave anything to chance this round as Benja creeps on in and finds Caraman walking down the marble stairs. Ashen right by him has already removed Kino's head early on. Sploit might be able to find one.
will exploit them immediately. They knew it was going to be the top hold again here for open area, Carter, and instead they go direct, and they're finding so many bodies. They get Citizen as well. The site's completely open. He knows somebody's going to drop. They have to respond. Hyper donates himself to Ashen. It's a 1v4 already.
What is going on this game? SSG with round 2. M80 have looked good on the rounds they've won, but I have to say the momentum behind SSG is staggering.
Oh, 100%. And that's the thing that I think both you and I are recognizing so far through this, is that SSG, when they're able to get even the tiniest foothold.
On the previous CEO defense, after Foltz got his pick, M80 were able to fight back effectively, but Ashen might have found that gap. As the fire goes in, he looks the wrong way, and Citizen's able to cut him down. Forrest might recover. We're in a difficult position now. M80 still hold that lead. Foltz cut down right in front of Forrest. Position, unfortunately, opening up that double barricade. Seems a tie half is what we will have, and I think with how well both these teams have been performing, especially SSG, obviously, on their attacks overall, but M80 with how they've been able to respond, when they've been able to respond, has been here literally the entire round.
Yeah.
He's not moving.
What? J9 is going to pick Hyper. Hyper has had the worst luck so far here on Bank. I think he's 0-5, 0-6 as of right now. It's just not working out for the poor guy. Spoit's going to work away from the office. He knows that somebody's sitting outside here, but he gets dusted by Benja.
What?
They know that I know that they know, and Benja still works it out. He's still able to get the kill. It's a 2 versus 5 now for the M80 offense.
Oh, this has been a bit of a goofy round, unfortunately. Caraman now drops, and he's relatively isolated. One Candela to support, but Forrest just shuts him down. And basically, in terms of positioning, doing that yet. Still trying to find an easy way in, still trying to find more information. Forrest has basically had this breach open in his face for the entire round, it's felt like, and nothing's been done about it. 10 seconds remaining, and Foltz just walks from basement up to the second floor and kills the guy with the diffuser, and the round ends on time. I might be revoking my...
Instead of holding an angle, I know they're not going to pressure. I'm just going to start talking shit. Oh, Benja! He gets soaked up by the Claymore! Oh, man. Well, you guys donated Hyper's first kill.
Thank you, Ashen, for listening to me.
No
Are there any vertically
Stop it.
use of Ashen?
Gosh.
What a maniac! And I think he gets the Claymore, too! How does he get away with that with the shorty of all weapons? Jade, I know, pieces up 2, and I think 1 mag. Even if it's 2 mags, I'm not gonna knock a 2K in any way, shape, or form. Sploit, who we've seen down below for basically the entirety of the mid-round. 1v4, spots 1.
Career here, but these angles should start working their way in towards him. He knows, or at least has a semblance of knowledge of somebody being over here on the teller's office side. He's gonna take that swing, but it's gonna be the ump of Ash into dust.
Jeez, talk about a fall off, unfortunately, for M80 on this switching sides. And Jesus, hop out with the super shorty into destroying the Claymore on the next pump. That is wild from above the door, anticipating the blitz to push in that way. It seemed like maybe Kino will try to drop down the hatch, but no, he goes in. Ashen will detonate it. Kino successfully baits it out, but Ashen with the kill! Ashen with the twofer! Goes prone for the follow-up. The flashbang goes in, but it's Warden! Doesn't matter, he can die all the same. To the Hibana, as she moves down the blue stairs and fills that gap left by Warden. M80 will finally take control of server, but they've not gained any advantage. It's only realized once Sploit, his second for the round, is able to catch Forrest playing aggressively on Marble. Hyper moves in, but the smoke separates the remaining 2 players over by server. Wall opens up, Caraman can move in, but excellent shot by J9. Smoke goes out. Is it a little late to stop him? Certainly not when this is the match on the line. Caraman retreats rapidly with only 39 seconds as we move into the post plant. SSG have the advantage. Caraman's got the X-Kairos out trying to create additional angles. Bolt will just try to stick it, keep a barricade in his way. There's nothing he can do. That's the game of the day, done in a matter of seconds.